Ladies and gentlemen, there's a silent killer among us, one so subtle that we rarely recognize its danger until it's too late. It whispers sweet words of ease, convinces us that we have done enough, and lulls us into a false sense of security. It is comfort, an enemy disguised as a friend, a sedative that numbs ambition, and a prison that chains us to mediocrity. Comfort is one of the most deceptive forces in life. It does not announce itself as an obstacle, nor does it appear as a challenge to be overcome. Instead, it quietly settles in, disguising itself as peace, stability, and contentment. It tells you that you've done enough, that you deserve to rest, that there is no need to push further because things are good enough. It seduces you into believing that staying where you are is safer than stepping into the unknown. But beneath its seemingly harmless nature lies a silent enemy, one that slowly drains ambition, dulls motivation, and keeps you trapped in mediocrity. Unlike fear, which triggers a fight-or-flight response, or failure, which forces you to reflect and learn, comfort does not demand anything from you. It does not challenge you or push you forward. It simply allows you to exist in a state of ease, convincing you that progress can wait until tomorrow, that risks are unnecessary, and that effort beyond the bare minimum is optional. The problem is, tomorrow never comes. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it becomes to leave. What starts as a short break turns into months, then years, and before you know it, you're settled into a life far smaller than the one you once dreamed of. The greatest danger of comfort is that it creates a false sense of security. It makes you believe that staying in the same place is safe, when in reality, it is the most dangerous thing you can do. The world is constantly changing, evolving, and moving forward. Those who remain stagnant will inevitably be left behind. Comfort makes you complacent, and complacency is the death of progress. It blinds you to opportunities, dulls your competitive edge, and weakens your ability to adapt. What feels like stability is actually slow decline, a gradual erosion of potential that happens so subtly you barely notice it until it's too late. Consider the people you admire, the ones who have achieved greatness in any field. Do you think they reached their level of success by choosing comfort? Did the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, or leaders get to where they are by taking it easy? Absolutely not. Every success story is built on a foundation of discomfort, sacrifice, and relentless effort. The most accomplished individuals in history are those who have embraced challenges, faced hardships head-on, and refused to settle for anything less than their full potential. Think about Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Imagine if he had chosen comfort over persistence. What if he had decided, after a few failed attempts, that it wasn't worth the struggle? The world would have remained in darkness for much longer. Or take Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team. He could have accepted that setback as a sign that he wasn't meant to succeed. Instead, he used it as fuel, pushing himself beyond his limits until he became one of the greatest athletes of all time. These people did not allow comfort to dictate their future. They chose discomfort, struggle, and relentless work because they understood that comfort is the enemy of achievement. It is important to recognize that choosing discomfort does not mean seeking pain for the sake of suffering. It means being willing to endure temporary hardship for long-term gain. It means waking up early to put in extra work, even when your bed feels warm and inviting. It means taking risks, even when failure is a possibility. It means pushing yourself past exhaustion, past self-doubt, and past the temptation to quit. Growth only happens when you challenge yourself, when you step outside of what feels easy and into what feels uncertain. One of the most tragic things in life is wasted potential. So many people dream of greatness but never achieve it because they are unwilling to leave their comfort zones. They stay in the same job for years, not because they love it, but because it's familiar. They don't pursue their passions because starting over is too scary. They avoid challenges because they don't want to fail. But in doing so, they fail in a far worse way. They fail to even try. The real pain in life is not the pain of struggle. It is the pain of regret. Regret is what happens when you realize that you had the opportunity, the talent, and the time to chase your dreams, but you let comfort hold you back. It is looking back on your life and wondering what could have been if only you had been willing to push a little harder, to take that risk, to endure that discomfort. Comfort is a silent enemy, not because it actively works against you, but because it passively keeps you from moving forward. It convinces you to wait, to delay, to settle. And the longer you listen to it, the harder it becomes to break free. But here's the truth. Your comfort zone will never give you the life you want. The things you desire, the goals you set, and the dreams you have will always be found on the other side of discomfort. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, you must be willing to face challenges, to embrace struggle, and to push yourself beyond what feels comfortable. So the next time comfort tries to hold you back, recognize it for what it is. A silent enemy that seeks to steal your potential. Resist the urge to settle. Step into the discomfort, because that is where true success is found. The journey to success is not paved with ease, convenience, or instant gratification. It is built on a foundation of sacrifice and relentless hard work. Those who have achieved greatness did not stumble upon it by chance or luck. They earned it through years of dedication, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to their vision. Success demands a price, and that price is often paid in sleepless nights, missed social gatherings, and countless hours of effort when no one is watching. It is a price that only a few are willing to pay, and that is why only a few ever reach the pinnacle of their potential. Sacrifice is an uncomfortable concept for many because it means giving up something in the present for something greater in the future. It means foregoing short-term pleasures to invest in long-term rewards. It requires saying no to distractions, resisting the temptation of instant gratification, and making choices that may not feel good in the moment but are necessary for growth. Many people desire success, but when they realize the price it requires, they hesitate. They want the rewards without the struggle, the achievements without the effort, the results without the process. But life does not work that way. There are no shortcuts, no easy paths, and no way around a fundamental truth that success must be earned through sacrifice. The most successful individuals in history understood this principle. Take Elon Musk, for example. He did not build companies like Tesla and SpaceX by working a comfortable 40-hour week and taking weekends off. He worked 100-hour weeks, slept in his office, and poured every ounce of his energy into his vision. He sacrificed personal time, comfort, and even financial security in the early days to build something revolutionary. He knew that success was not given but taken through sheer determination and unrelenting effort. Look at athletes who rise to the top of their sport. They wake up before dawn to train. They follow strict diets. They push their bodies beyond the limits of exhaustion. And they sacrifice normal teenage and adult experiences to dedicate themselves to their craft. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, trained 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on Christmas. While others rested, he worked. While others enjoyed a night out, he was in the pool, perfecting his strokes. That level of dedication is what separates the great from the average. Even in the world of business, entertainment, or any other field, the pattern remains the same. The most accomplished authors, musicians, and entrepreneurs all sacrifice comfort to achieve greatness. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter while struggling as a single mother on welfare, writing in cafes because she couldn't afford proper heating at home. She did not wait for the perfect conditions or an easy path. She sacrificed everything to bring her vision to life. The same is true for actors like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who once had only $7 to his name before building himself into one of the most successful entertainers in the world. He worked harder than anyone else, training relentlessly, taking every opportunity, and sacrificing sleep and comfort to create his empire. Hard work is the currency of success. It is the effort you put in when no one is watching, the discipline to keep going when motivation fades, and the refusal to quit even when the odds are stacked against you. Many people believe that talent alone is enough to succeed, but talent without hard work is meaningless. There are millions of talented people who never reach their full potential because they are unwilling to put in the effort. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. There will be moments when the journey feels unbearable. There will be days when exhaustion sets in, when progress seems invisible, when self-doubt creeps in and whispers that maybe it's not worth it. But that is exactly when sacrifice and hard work matter the most. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people push forward despite the struggle. They embrace the difficulty, knowing that every ounce of effort is an investment in their future. They do not make excuses. They make progress. Success is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. It is a result of daily discipline, consistent action, and a mindset that refuses to settle for mediocrity. It requires doing things that others are unwilling to do, working when others are resting, and sacrificing temporary pleasure for permanent achievement. It means waking up earlier, staying up later, and using every available moment to move closer to your goals. It means accepting that the road will be lonely at times because not everyone will understand your sacrifices. Friends will invite you out. Distractions will tempt you, and the comfort of an easier life will always be within reach. But those who choose to stay focused, to push past the temptations, and to commit fully to their dreams are the ones who eventually rise to greatness. The price of success is steep, but the rewards are immeasurable. When you look back at your life, you will not regret the sacrifices you made. You will not wish you had partied more, slept longer, or taken more days off. You will be grateful that you gave it your all, that you pushed through the hardships, and that you never settled for less than what you were capable of achieving. The feeling of accomplishment, of knowing that you earned every bit of your success through sacrifice and hard work, is worth more than any temporary pleasure ever could be. So the question is not whether you want success. The question is whether you are willing to pay the price. Because if you are, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. The path will be difficult, but those who dare to walk will find that the sacrifices were never losses, but investments in a future far greater than they ever imagined. Throughout history, there have been individuals who refused to settle for comfort, who chose the path of struggle and sacrifice over ease and convenience. These legends did not achieve greatness because of luck or talent alone. They achieved it because they made a conscious decision to reject comfort and push beyond their limits. Their stories serve as powerful reminders that success is never handed to anyone. It is earned through perseverance, resilience, and the refusal to stay where it feels safe. One of the most inspiring figures in history is Thomas Edison, the man behind the invention of the light bulb. His journey to success was not easy. In fact, he failed over 1,000 times before he finally created a working electric light bulb. Most people would have given up after a few failures, assuming that their efforts were futile. But Edison was not like most people. He saw each failure as a lesson, a step closer to success. He refused to settle into the comfort of saying, "Maybe this just isn't possible." Instead, he kept going, working tirelessly until he finally achieved his breakthrough. His story proves that the road to success is paved with failures, but only those who persist long enough will see the rewards of their hard work. Another remarkable story is that of Michael Jordan, widely considered the greatest basketball player of all time. Today, people see his championship rings, his scoring records, and his legacy, but few realize the struggles he endured to get there. As a young athlete, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. For many, this would have been enough to quit, to accept that maybe they weren't good enough. But instead of giving in to disappointment, Jordan used it as fuel to work harder. He trained relentlessly, waking up earlier than anyone else, practicing longer, and pushing himself beyond exhaustion. He did not rely on natural talent alone. He outworked everyone around him. Even after reaching the NBA, he continued to demand more from himself, practicing for hours after his teammates had left, fine-tuning every aspect of his game. His refusal to be comfortable is what made him a legend. A similar story of resilience can be seen in Oprah Winfrey, a woman who rose from extreme poverty and hardship to become one of the most influential media personalities in the world. Oprah's childhood was filled with struggles. She was born into poverty, faced unimaginable hardships, and was told by many that she would never succeed. But she refused to accept those limitations. She worked tirelessly to build her career, taking every setback as a lesson and every failure as an opportunity to improve. Even when she faced rejection in the television industry, she did not retreat into comfort. She kept pushing forward, reinventing herself, and creating opportunities where none seemed to exist. Today, her success is not just a result of talent. It is a testament to her relentless drive and determination to rise above adversity. Elon Musk is another individual who embodies the idea of rejecting comfort. Musk could have stopped after making millions from PayPal, living a luxurious and relaxed life. But he wasn't satisfied. He saw bigger challenges, bigger dreams, colonizing Mars, revolutionizing the automotive industry, and transforming space travel. Instead of settling, he reinvested nearly all his earnings into Tesla and SpaceX. Facing near bankruptcy, extreme stress, and sleepless nights. There were moments when his companies were on the verge of collapse, when everyone doubted him, but he never gave in to comfort. He worked around the clock, taking risks that most would be too afraid to take. Today, his success is proof that greatness belongs to those who are willing to embrace discomfort and endure struggle for a vision greater than themselves. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, is another example of someone who refused comfort. Before she became a best-selling author, Rowling faced rejection after rejection from publishers. She was a single mother living in poverty, struggling to make ends meet. It would have been easy for her to give up, to accept that maybe success wasn't meant for her. But she refused to let comfort define her future. Instead of giving up, she kept writing, kept submitting her manuscript, and kept believing in her story. Eventually, her persistence paid off, and Harry Potter became one of the best-selling book series of all time. Her story teaches us that comfort is the enemy of dreams, and only those who push past rejection and hardship will see success. Another powerful example is the story of Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple. Jobs was fired from his own company, the company he built from the ground up. It would have been easy for him to retreat into comfort, to give up on his ambitions, and to accept defeat. But instead, he used that failure as a stepping stone to something even greater. He continued working, creating new innovations, and eventually returned to Apple, transforming it into one of the most successful companies in the world. His journey is a testament to the fact that setbacks are not the end. They are merely obstacles that test how badly we want success. There's also the story of Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players in history. From a young age, Serena trained tirelessly, putting in countless hours of practice while others were out enjoying their childhoods. She and her sister Venus faced countless obstacles, from racial barriers in the tennis world to injuries that threatened their careers. But Serena never let adversity stop her. She pushed her body beyond its limits, trained harder than anyone else, and refused to let comfort dictate her future. Even after achieving success, she never became complacent. She continued to strive for more, proving that true champions never settle. These stories are more than just tales of success. They are lessons in perseverance, resilience, and the power of rejecting comfort. Every one of these individuals had a choice. They could have given up, settled for an easier life, or accepted the limitations placed upon them. But they didn't. They chose discomfort over convenience, struggle over ease, and hard work over idleness. And because of that, they became legends. The reality is that every person who has ever achieved greatness has had to fight against the temptation of comfort. Success is not about talent alone. It is about effort, persistence, and the willingness to endure hardship. It is about waking up every day and making a decision to push forward, no matter how difficult the journey may be. It is about embracing challenges, learning from failures, and refusing to settle for anything less than what you are capable of achieving. So the question remains, are you willing to reject comfort? Are you willing to do what it takes, to push beyond what feels easy, to commit fully to your goals even when it gets hard? The stories of these legends prove that success is possible for those who are willing to work for it. But the choice is yours to make. Will you choose the path of comfort, or will you choose the path of greatness? Life presents us with two kinds of pain, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Both are inevitable, but the choice between them defines the kind of life we lead. Discipline is hard, requiring sacrifice, patience, and relentless effort. It demands that we push ourselves beyond our limits, endure discomfort, and resist the temptations of short-term pleasure. Regret, on the other hand, is the bitter consequence of inaction, of opportunities missed, of dreams left unpursued. It is the weight of knowing that we could have done more, tried harder, and pushed further but chose not to. While discipline is difficult in the moment, regret lingers for a lifetime, haunting those who surrender to comfort and mediocrity. The pain of discipline is immediate but temporary. It is the early morning alarm when we would rather sleep in, the workout that pushes our muscles to exhaustion, the hours spent studying or working when we could be relaxing. It is saying no to distractions, making difficult choices, and staying committed to our goals even when motivation fades. Discipline is not always enjoyable, but it is the price of success. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists all understand this truth. They know that every ounce of effort, every sacrifice, and every moment of discomfort brings them one step closer to their goals. They endure the pain of discipline because they know it is the only way to achieve greatness. Regret, however, is far worse. It does not fade with time. It grows, becoming heavier with each passing year. It is the realization that time cannot be reversed, that opportunities lost will never return. The regret of not taking action, not giving our best, and not chasing our dreams is far more painful than any temporary discomfort discipline could have caused. It is the sinking feeling of watching someone else succeed and knowing deep down that we had the same potential, but we let fear, laziness, or excuses hold us back. It is the agony of looking back and wondering, what if I had tried harder? What if I had taken that risk? What if I had not given up? These thoughts can torment a person for a lifetime, and by the time they realize their mistakes, it is often too late to change. History is filled with individuals who embraced discipline and achieved greatness. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers of all time, once said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." He understood that discipline was painful, but he also knew that the pain of regret would be far worse. He endured grueling training sessions, endless hours of practice, and a lifestyle that demanded complete dedication. But because of that discipline, he became a legend. He did not have to wonder what could have been. He knew he had given his all. Contrast that with the countless stories of people who once had potential but never acted on it. The student who had the talent to excel but chose laziness over effort. The aspiring entrepreneur who had a brilliant idea but never took the risk to pursue it. The athlete who had the skills to compete at the highest level but lacked the discipline to train. These are the people who, later in life, look back with regret, wishing they had done things differently. They realized too late that comfort was their enemy and that avoiding short-term pain led to a lifetime of unfulfilled dreams. One of the hardest truths to accept is that time does not wait for anyone. Every day that we put off discipline, every moment we choose comfort over effort, is a moment we will never get back. The dreams we delay today may become impossible tomorrow. The body we neglect today may weaken beyond repair in the future. The opportunities we ignore today may never come again. And when we finally realize the cost of inaction, regret will be the only thing left. Discipline may seem unbearable at times, but it builds character, resilience, and success. It strengthens us, sharpens our skills, and pushes us to achieve what we once thought was impossible. It is the key to financial success, physical health, personal growth, and fulfillment. No one ever regrets being disciplined. No one looks back and wishes they had worked less or tried less. They look back with pride, knowing they gave everything they had. The question then becomes, which pain will you choose? The temporary discomfort of discipline or the lifelong suffering of regret? The pain of discipline lasts for minutes, hours, or days. The pain of regret lasts forever. Discipline is tough, but it rewards those who embrace it with success, confidence, and a life free from the burden of what-ifs. Regret, however, offers nothing but sorrow and wasted potential. No one can escape pain in life, but we have the power to choose which pain we endure. Those who choose discipline will achieve their dreams. Those who choose comfort will be left with regrets. The choice is yours, but remember, while discipline is difficult, regret is unbearable. Breaking free and unlocking your potential starts with a shift in mindset. Many people remain stuck in mediocrity because they are held back by fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. The first step to breaking free is recognizing that the barriers we perceive are often self-imposed. We tell ourselves we are not talented enough, not ready yet, or that success is only for a lucky few. But the truth is, anyone who has ever achieved greatness started from a place of uncertainty. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the decision to take action despite fear. To unlock your potential, you must silence the negative voices in your head, believe in your ability to grow, and commit to constant self-improvement. The next step is to embrace discomfort and challenge yourself daily. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. If you want to reach your full potential, you must be willing to push past your limits, take risks, and endure temporary setbacks. Many people give up at the first sign of difficulty. not realizing that struggle is a necessary part of success. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a business, or pursuing a dream, every journey will have obstacles. The key is to develop resilience. Treat failures as lessons, not as reasons to quit. When you step outside your comfort zone consistently, you expand your capabilities and discover strengths you never knew you had. Another crucial factor in unlocking your potential is discipline and consistency. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline keeps you moving forward even when motivation fades. Set clear goals, create a plan, and commit to taking small, consistent actions every day. Success is not built overnight. It is a result of daily efforts that compound over time. Develop good habits, eliminate distractions, and prioritize tasks that move you closer to your goals. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, because the environment you place yourself in plays a significant role in shaping your mindset and work ethic. Finally, never stop learning and evolving. The moment you think you know everything is the moment growth stops. Stay curious, seek knowledge, and invest in personal development. Read books, listen to successful people, and continuously refine your skills. Every great achiever, from athletes to entrepreneurs, understands that there is always room for improvement. The more you learn, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Breaking free and unlocking your potential is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong process of learning, adapting, and striving for better. The only thing standing between you and your best self is a decision to take that first step and never look back. The journey to success and self-fulfillment is not meant to be easy, but it is always worth it. Every person has untapped potential, hidden strengths, and the ability to achieve more than they ever imagined. The difference between those who reach greatness and those who don't is simple: action. You can spend your life wishing, hoping, and waiting for the perfect moment, or you can take control and create your own opportunities. The time to start is now. There's no perfect day, no ideal circumstance, only the decision to begin, to push forward, and to refuse to let fear or doubt hold you back any longer. If you want to transform your life, commit to breaking free from the habits, mindsets, and routines that have kept you stagnant. Challenge yourself daily, embrace discomfort, and develop the discipline to stay consistent. Surround yourself with people who push you to be better and never stop learning. Success is not a destination. It is a process, a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of exhaustion, but every struggle brings you one step closer to the life you desire. No one else can do this for you. Only you have the power to change your reality. So, this is your call to action. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, and start moving forward. Whether it's taking the first step toward a goal, breaking a bad habit, or stepping out of your comfort zone, do it now. Don't let another day pass by with regret. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of inaction lasts a lifetime. Choose to act, to grow, and to unlock your full potential. Your future self is waiting. Make sure you don't disappoint them. Good luck on your journey, and thank you